going on, y'all? Okay, let me try to fix the camera's lighting because it's so dark in here. And I am just like, okay, that's a little better. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to turn my cell phone off because it's just distracting. I have the timer set, so that's really going to have to be enough for right now. And I'm going to remove my earplugs as well so that you all can really come into this moment with myself here. And let's get into this business thing as career women. So as career women, so let's just start here. So I just saw a young lady discussing how she was going to teach other women to curl their hair. Now let's just start there. As Black women, normally we always want this perfect curled head look, but this is my hair, what it looks like on my own naturally. There's no extensions or anything of that nature, and it's straight on its own, which is done with the natural state. And so I like to call it like a nate. It's naturally straightening itself without aids, which are something like flat irons, because it's really not natural, it's unnatural. So our naturally unflat iron straightened hair state is what you see. And that's preferably our go-to when we are like really short on time. We don't really want to spend all of that damage, and it's sad because we have so much damage to our hair based off all of the things that we spent to protect it and keep it together, and yet our pockets don't even reflect this beauty. Our pockets only reflect what we spent, and it's so tapped out what we're supposed to be so cared for with all the things that we bought, and our hair steady has begun falling out. So that's a bit much as well. And so I saw the young lady on there, and this is the perfect segue into just being able to discuss how business women are to act and move and have their thoughts about themselves when they're going into their entrepreneurship, because you can definitely learn how to curl your hair. That's fine. As an entrepreneur, you always want to come across as presentable. Yes, this is true as well. But when does it become no longer about your appearance? How does it go from that thought in flakes to realizing that it's always just about somebody's superficial front? But what about the person when you peel back those layers? Who's inside? Who's beneath what you all are constantly plastering on the screens? And that's where entrepreneurial comes into state when you're dealing with women and females when they're entering into their own careers, because this is not a career woman. Career women are less focused on their appearances and more so on scaling and having a profit nature that helps people enter into what their flows are for any given niche and nectar that you find yourselves in, depending on what your field is for your own businesses and brands. Now, people are probably like, well, what does that mean? I'm not really following, I don't understand. So back to the example of your hair. You can have bomb curled hair, but did your entire attitude when it comes to scaling your business reflect anything else? Did it reflect you being a kind person or being able to treat your vendors with respect? Yes or no? Because if the answer is no, then you can curl your hair as much as you want, and that's as far as it's going to go. Not to say that, again, anything is wrong with curling your hair, but where the problems are is that you can curl your hair as much as you want to, but curling your hair is not going to make you kind when it comes to scaling your business as an entrepreneur. So you can curl your hair all day long, but it's not going to make you a better person, basically. And that's what that is when you're scaling your business and you want to help people and you're not even helping yourself become a better person by curling your hair. What happens when the curls fall? You just go run back and curl it right back. Why? You have all that time and energy, but nonetheless, you fail in certain aspects of scaling and maintaining your entrepreneur skills. So Career Women Part 102, okay? And that people are not sure what 102 is, so I'm going to let you all know what it is. And so when we are necessarily, part 101 is on Instagram. So that's our freebie. And our freebie is for where our travelers simply glow. This is our slogan because I am the I had an idea we are a face for glowing travelers. This is what we do. This is what our brand is. This is how we help business women and entrepreneurs scale their business by entering into their flow and helping their flow maintain a certain trajectory so they can continue to scale their quarters. So that's what we're about here in Tanisha But I'm a writer, I am an author. I have plenty of books available. You can check out those links. They are available on our YouTube channel as well. All you need to do is click those and they'll take you right to the pages, and you can have at all of those instances as well. So self-sufficiency is definitely a starting point for your foundation of kindness. Once you can self-reliantly think and have those thoughts and feelings of kindness to yourself and to others, then you curl your hair. It's not curling your hair and then that's going to make me a kinder person. No. This is women entrepreneurs who are in that sector as females. Y'all know this is not the game. This is not what we do. This is not Flynn. Okay. Thank you very much. So entering to your flow, that's where you can find 101, those parts there for business women and their careers and their outfits is going to be in our social channel on Instagram, which you all have the links there as well on YouTube, and you can find those there. And you'll click on our profile once you pull up everything, but you'll click on the social channel that's entitled Where Our Travelers Simply Glow. That is our slogan, my own slogan for my own brand. And so that's where you can go and you'll find information of where we spoke about that first instance at. And that's why I call that one in particular as what it is part one. Part 102 was going to be just a little bit similar. So I'm not going to attach the different type of spots here. It's going to just be basically off memory. And for those purposes, you'll have moments where the owner for the wedding company may have a goal for that year. She wants to stop accepting clients. And that goal, for an example, let's just say she's capping it at 10 clients total for the entire year. So let's say her upcoming year that's going outward is going to be 2025 to the season for weddings, maybe to 2027 or 8. And she only doesn't want to do no more than that. So she wants to kind of sort of set a boundary as well as kind of sort of practice her self-love and kind of sort of make sure that she's in optimal flow in order to deliver the best service possible to her said 10 clients. That is her own cap. And so a newlyweds, it can be male and females that can choose to meet up, because we always just think about our brides and we never really kind of consider it's a union, it's a duet. And I had a post that I just put up, and shout out to our newlyweds, and it's coming up soon, because how many newlyweds do you all know? But you always want to really make sure that God enters into their union at an appropriate time that's good for themselves and what their flow is on their current kind of trajectory when they're dealing with their own careers and brands. And so let's say, for an example, you're out and about, you meet up for drinks, you have your set time, your light and your food and things like that. And so you have your list. The young lady presents you with people that she wants to invite. She has a gown, as well as her photo all picked out. So she's good to go. She's ready to go. She just wants to figure out what some of your prices are. What is it going to take to make sure that she can book her spot so that you can plan out things like that and decorate and set up those time slates and have the colors that she's looking for and slots and things like that. So this is what this whole entire business meeting is about for our career women. And so we want to know how many weddings and those seasons that she's going to actually kind of accomplish. Because sometimes we can have those people who will cancel on you at the last minute, but that's kind of sort of where your fees come in from, your deposits. And that's kind of sort of just guaranteeing like, okay, well, I've already had this spreadsheet. I've already spent the money on this board, and I have all your ones pinned here that you're going to necessarily kind of sort of pull from when it comes time to kind of sort of executing what our dream is for when it comes to dealing with her wedding is to look like according to your own brand, and it's to why she came to you, which is most likely going to be because she likes your style of your own company as well. And so when we are really looking to how to, and so take notes about that session, because when you really are understanding that the lady gave herself a goal with cap to hit. So give yourself the same. When you really are like, okay, I just don't want to do this. And if you find that your goal is too high, go lower, start a little bit smaller. And as business and obtaining clients, you want to kind of figure out, well, I'm not sure where I obtain clients. Where do I go to get clients? That's a really great question. And so we're going to use our imagination here to plug in some of those answers for our own brands. And where we're going to start is for our imagination is check out the malls. If you're out and about one day and you want to go and see what's going on, you want to see what the current trends are, take your business cards with you. And if you overhear somebody, let's say for an example, mentioning their wedding coming up. So, oh, hi, okay, you're getting married. I don't know if you have a wedding planner or not already. If you do, then I hope you guys are doing some type of wonderful ideas. And if you ever get stuck on something, here's my card. And so there, boom, you made a connection already. And try the restaurants as well. Let's say, for an example, you're at one of the latest and greatest, whatever the current type of spot is for what's taking place, and maybe the bride is there, or the groom, or maybe the bride's cousin may have stopped by, and she's talking about how excited she is. And so you kind of sort of curious because your ears perking up a little bit. They start to kind of sort of, oh, cool. So you kind of approach a little bit slowly. And let's say, for an example, you just say, hi, I overheard that you all were having a conversation about an upcoming wedding. I'm a wedding planner. I'm in that sector. So if you guys have questions, if you guys ever feel the need to reach out with any questions that you may have that are not answered, here's my card. I'll be happy to assist. And just walk off, that's all you have to do. So with a smile. It's because, restaurants are cozy and they're kind of close and quaint. So it's really kind of sort of like that type of thing where you can really kind of sort of have your ears. But first off, you have to be a good listener in order to do this skill. You have to look at cues, clues through sound. So you can't be on your phone chit-chatting the whole time. Like, girl, please. You got to really be listening to your surroundings in order to find your opportunities for networking, to build your clientele up to your max and cap of clients for your upcoming wedding season, which is 2025 to 2027, which is 10. Now, if you want to scale back a little bit, let's say maybe your daughter's growing up or she has a graduation at that same year. So instead of going more, you're going to go less so that you can kind of balance both of those tilts and come out with your flow. Okay. All right. And so clubs as well. So check out some of the clubs. If you're not a local club, community can be a book club. Somebody can be in there and they may want to know what's going on for the upcoming season. They just gotten engaged. Oh, cool. Here's my card. Let's connect. You all have any questions? I'll be more than happy to assist. Let's say, for an example, you may have been at a beach club, at a yacht club, truck driving club or something, and somebody and make it specific to what you like. I'm a really big lover of books. So if I'm in a book club and somebody's like, oh, I got this new office building, and I'm really not sure what to put into it, but I love art. Here's my card. I'm an art major. If you're looking to find something that you're struggling with, make sure that you give us a call and I'll try to give you as much expertise as I can. It's not really that difficult, but again, you have to really be prone to listening and actively seek out some of those instances where you can really feel like somebody is really in need of your services. And then if you want to say maybe alumni is a really good one. Your network at school from your graduation is full of opportunities. Check out your alumni pages. Be friendly with your alumni. Don't necessarily just brush them off to the side just because you graduated. Graduation is easy. After graduation is hard. When you really want to figure out how to pay everybody back, all of the student loans, your go-to needs to definitely be your alumni, because so many alumni have the dreams of graduating and marriage and in this order. And so when you realize that the order is finally hit and they're in your sector and you happen to have been on social media, let's say for that, especially LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn for this. This is probably going to be your best bet is really following one another on LinkedIn. And you can maybe take those hashtags. This is where hashtags come really great too as well. Hashtags for your alumni is definitely good for social media, because you can follow the hashtags and kind of sort of just send some messages out. Hey, your wedding, you're getting ready to celebrate 10-year anniversary. Hey, let's reach out and see what's going on with these individuals here. So if you have any questions, feel free to come to our page. Just simple stuff. So you can have up some kind of sort of like your content can be geared around which some of your going rates are, what is taking place with your latest client, what's their testimonial has been. And it's just an easy way to really keep your network open so you can upkeep it and necessarily just really maintain such a nice flow. Neighbors, your neighborhood. Usually your neighborhood is really cool. Usually your neighborhood is like your safe haven and you really don't have any issues with anybody there. So that's a really great sign, because when you really have a knit that's close and you're really kind of sort of batting for one another, you go into like, you can do this. You can do this like you're a cheerleader. That's really where you win at, because the closer that they are, let's say your neighbors you've been knowing for 10 years and they're getting ready to get married, their first go-to is you. They're gonna be like, let's do this wedding, and you're gonna say, yeah, all right, let's see your colors. And it's really simple. But again, you have to listen. You have to be able to really pick up on your clothes. You have to be loyal. You have to really realize that your flow is definitely your kind of sort of surroundings. Okay. All right. Y'all have a good day. And that's all I really want to share with you all for a little bit here. I am going to end this now. If you all have any questions, then please do not hesitate to figure out anything that's going on. And if you are really interested in doing anything extra, make sure y'all subscribe. All right. Bye. Have a good day.